Same.
Good. We can save that for the private chat.
I mean, I don't remember. That was after that I discovered La Heredera. So, you know.
I still haven't tried their breakfast. You mentioned that. I haven't been there for that.
Yeah, I don't understand
I
what the
haven't had their
morning
breakfast
is.
either.
I guess it's just what? Tacos with eggs?
Probably.
Which is pretty good.
Like eggs
I
and
would say.
chorizo.
Well,
Sounds really
That
good.
sounds nice to me.
I think Mike is locked up. The
No,
El Stalker
he's just staying
taco.
still like that.
Yeah.
He's
Just
Drax, or he's Dak, or is it Drax?
Yeah, that's right,
Yeah.
Drax. He's like
Drax
eating
the
his shit.
He's moving so slow that you can't see him.
You can't even see him.
Can you see me?
Dax is
Dang it.
Dax is the from
Dax.
Androids and Alien.
I read a short essay somebody wrote on Reddit about how Dave Bautista, that guy, can easily be The Rock, but The Rock could never be David Bautista, right? So
Absolutely,
Bautista
100%.
yeah, because Bautista's got like acting chops and
Well,
amazing,
The Rock is The Rock in everything that he does.
yeah. And Dave Bautista's got some serious roles out there, but
He's got range. Yeah.
but it makes sense.
sure.
Like you can't see Dwayne Johnson playing the character in the second Blade Runner. Just can't. He'd try to like cock his eyebrow and like suplex him or something.
Mhm.
You know, which I guess, in all honesty, I think Bautista did that.
He
But-
did.
But Bautista was also in the new Knives Out, and he's really good. And I could never see The Rock doing as good a job as he did in that.
No, The Rock is just louder and cool. Oh, I
He's
think
a
Dave Bautista's
character
super cool.
actor.
He's huge, right?
Who? In Japan? Or like
Both of 'em.
Germany?
I don't know.
He's like, David Hasselhoff. The Hoff.
Oh my gosh. The
Hoff.
Yes.
What was that? Was that Dodgeball?
Yeah.
It? I don't remember. Yeah. Was it Dodgeball? The
It
Hoff.
surely was. They had the little picture of him.
The radio station. 94.3. The Hoff.
The Hoff.
I loved Knight Rider as a kid.
Oh, yeah. Oh, God. It was amazing. You know, they've
What's
redone...
Knight Rider?
Knight Rider
I'm
was
just
a
kidding.
TV show. They've redone Magnum PI, and it's awful. Like, it's not Tom Selleck at all.
Yeah,
I don't know why they did that.
I hate to be that kind of person because you see Tom Selleck being Magnum PI, it's like, okay, he's Magnum PI, but you want to give the new guy a chance, right? But those are some tough shoes to fill.
It's an iconic character.
Absolutely.
It's like replacing Harrison Ford as Indiana Jones. Like
Yeah.
you're going to remake Indiana Jones?
can't.
You can't. I mean,
Yeah.
You gave him a son, and that didn't work out too well.
well, they're apparently doing a fifth one. I think he's going to be in it too.
Awesome.
What's it?
Wasn't
You said
that-
the 60s, I guess. I don't know.
One of his criteria for doing Jedi or Star Wars coming back as
Die.
Han Solo
Yeah, he wanted to die.
then to another Indiana Jones.
Say it again.
To do another Indiana Jones, if he came back as Han Solo, he'd be able to do another indie video or movie.
Well, I bet you he wants to die in it. He likes to die in all his films. He wanted to die in Jedi. He thought Han Solo should have died at the end of Jedi. He's just got like a
Return
weird
of the Jedi?
death. Yeah, he's just got like a strange death complex or something.
I mean, like, once he's
Well, it ends his character. He doesn't have to get signed on 30 years later to do a shitty knockoff of whatever he did.
For
I mean, it kind of
$100
makes
million.
sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Bring
mean,
my
he's
ass
probably
alive.
fine
He'll
without
be
it.
like, what? Whatever. This is a soap opera. It'll be, it'll be
Yeah.
like Marvel Universe. Have 66 different universes.
Who cares?
Are we live? Are we?
Yes.
Okay.
We're having mic issues.
Oh no,
Yeah.
like Mike issues with a K.
Not Mike Raffone.
Yeah,
Well, imagine if his last name was
Swing and a miss.
Raffone, like he's an Italian dude. Hey, I'm Mike Raffone. That's great.
You get the little
That's my next character. Microphone. Come on.
Yeah, Cowart.
when I
This
was
Cowart says, "Hello, is this mic on?" Oh,
Yes
and
and
yes,
no.
and yes, Cowart. Microphone has to be a bard, right, Matt?
Oh yeah. A bard
Absolutely.
or a barbarian.
A barbarian.
Yeah. Or
you could,
a
you know,
bard
last
fairy.
name Ramon would work too, like Ramon.
Yeah.
Oh,
It'd be one of the Ramones. Definitely a
One of the
barbarian.
Ramones. Yeah.
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 Michael Ramone.
I mean, as long as you weren't, a sorcerer or a wizard, then you have to just be magic.
I don't like it.
Rachel, have you seen that movie?
Yes, I have. Only once. Only
Shocker.
once when it came out. And that's not fair. That's a bad question to ask.
Have you seen?
Have you seen a movie that came out in your lifetime versus a movie that came out before you were even thought of? No. Yes. I don't know. What's the right answer here?
I could say yes to both.
What do you want from me?
I've seen a lot of movies that were made before I was born.
What's your favorite movie from before you were?
Yeah.
Me?
Anybody?
Animal House.
Animal House. Okay. It's been a long time since I've seen that, so I can't comment on that. I just remember
that's a hard one for me because all the
Yeah,
ones I like have been since I was born.
Yeah, Star Wars.
Oh yeah.
Nothing happened before Star Wars.
No, not really.
All movies started in the 70s, all of them.
I will have to think
Come
about
on,
that.
you can think of something.
I really can't.
Off the top of your head, what's a movie that you have enjoyed from before you were born?
Or even seen, honestly, at this point. You guys are thinking way too hard.
The Godfather. That was a really, really good movie. That was before. I think
that's a better pick than mine.
That was PB.
Not really, no.
It's a
Mike, right?
Pre-brewer.
PM pre-match.
Brewer.
Yeah, it wasn't before me.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And my dad, I mean, his last name's Brewer, so
True. Yeah, there's been a couple.
Yeah.
Okay.
But we did go for pods.
Only
This
two,
is
honestly.
really sad. This is really sad. I can't. Nothing just comes to mind.
Space Odyssey, 2010 Space Odyssey was a good one.
Forbidden Planet.
Okay.
Oh,
Forbidden Planet.
that's one of those like righteously awful movies that everybody likes. It was made with an Etch-a-Sketch, for Christ's sake. I mean, like it wasn't exactly.
Oh, Forbidden Planet was actually good.
Don't mess with what he likes.
You know what? You're right.
Yeah.
I won't yuck your yum.
Yeah, don't yuck his yum.
From outer space.
Yeah, Cowart says
No.
Jaws.
9.
Oh, Jaws is a great one. I can't believe I didn't think of that.
Mars.
Jaws came out in the 80s, didn't it? Is that 80s or is that 70s?
I thought it was 70s. It was late
Well,
70s, wasn't it?
I have all the knowledge of the world at my fingertips. 1975. Wow.
Right.
Okay. So Jaws could be on
I
my
was
list.
mid.
but I'm not a huge fan of Jaws, so I mean,
Why not?
Because I don't like it. I don't know.
Okay.
It's scary.
It just didn't do anything for me, I
It
guess.
scares him. Yeah, he has a deep fear of deep
All
water.
the best movies came out in the 80s anyway. Like, nothing really happened
The
after that.
80s was a golden era of film. Yes, it was.
It really, really was.
There was certainly a lot of really good stuff that came out in the 80s.
Yeah.
It
Willy
was terrible.
Wonka.
It was all really bad. But it was
You know,
good.
the original Willy Wonka movie, there's one scene where they're going through the tunnel on the boat where it gets like all psychedelic and creepy. Apparently, that's the entire book. Yeah. It's supposed to be scary. Of course, then...
No, that's not true.
Johnny Depp?
Mhm.
His was just weird.
It was Gene Wilder was the original one, but
Yeah.
I've read that book, and it's like still like his book. It's not
Not
scary at
like
all.
that. Okay.
No.
It didn't go with Tim Burton on you.
The kid getting sucked up to chocolate.
Yeah.
Augustus Gloop.
Yes.
Augustus Gloop.
I mean, there were some dark themes, but it wasn't as scary a
Well,
fever dream
yeah.
as the trip through the tunnel
Well,
with the chicken getting its head cut off. That was
Juicing
weird.
your daughter. I mean, getting all the blueberry out of Violet. You're turning violet, Violet.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Wow. I haven't
was
seen that
kind of
movie
odd.
forever.
The schnozberries taste like schmoz.
Now, the better
No.
line for that line is in Super Troopers, where he's licking the boogers off the shield in the back seat of the cop car. He's like, "Ugh,
Stop.
the schnozberries
Stop
taste
it.
like schnozberries."
Super Troopers.
You didn't have to
was a
bring
good
that up.
movie.
That is a
was such a good movie.
fantastic movie. That's one of the best. I saw that movie several times in the theater. What with Paul? Paul and I went and saw it. Too.
Yeah.
Man, it was, could not get
so
enough of that.
freaking funny.
So I
The
didn't know they had
second
Murder Island or oh shoot, what was their second movie? Something Island. It had Bill Paxton in it.
The
Didn't
island.
watch. Is it? Huh?
The island.
No.
Okay.
God, it's their second movie. The Broken Lizard. These. Club Dread. It's on an island. That's right. Yeah. But Slammin' Salmon apparently was the one that came after Club Dread, and I'd never heard of it. Somebody was telling me about that, said it was really good, so I'm going to have to watch that. But Super Troopers 2 was hot garbage.
Yeah, it wasn't that great.
And yeah. Mike, how you doing?
Oh, I like that simile.
I don't know. I don't know if this is going to work. Can you hear me?
We
Yes,
can-
you sound fine.
You were just
Okay.
muted a second ago.
So, yeah, I was because I was trying to get my Bluetooth headset to work. I don't know what is happening. My bitrate keeps jumping up and down. So if suddenly I sound like I'm swimming in syrup, that's why.
You know those boys when they're on the syrup.
What's happening right now?
Perfect.
Mhm, mhm.
Yeah.
Is syrup in the room with you now, Mike?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I can see if I can reduce something to.
Can you reduce my frustration levels, Jamie? Is that possible?
No, I can't do that.
I think you can.
I don't know what's
Well,
happening.
Beer.
Well, I can. I know what I can do. I can reduce your frame rate by half. Or no, I'll reduce your frame rate.
I
By,
want half.
Give me half.
Does this mean I have to move twice as much to compensate? Is
Yes.
that how that works?
Yes.
Yes, yes.
All right.
Or it'll be like the
Wiggle,
fight
hurry,
scenes.
wiggle.
The fight scenes
Oh,
at the
Muppet Walk,
beginning
hang
of Gladiator, where they cut out like every sixth frame, so it has this weird.
Yeah.
Hey, there's BW from the Discord server.
Yeah. Welcome. We haven't really started. We're just doing our BS, getting our voices ready.
It's working through some Muppet issues. I mean, technical.
Yeah. We're having trouble importing Australian bits.
Yeah. And
Aren't we
this
all?
is after having contacted the developer who worked on the piece of software that we're using to connect. So, but he did restart.
Developers. Almost no one will get that.
I don't get it. I apologize. That sounds like something I should.
It must be from a movie then.
But no, it's not from a movie. It's bizarrely enough, it's from real life. It's when that guy took over as CEO of Microsoft. What was his name?
Gates?
No, after Gates. Not
Doors?
Satya Nadella. Before him. Who's the one in
Oh.
between?
The loud one.
Why don't you just
Yes.
tell me what movie you want to see?
Yes,
I-
I know. Gosh, I know you're talking about. I can't think of his name. Yeah.
Yeah, the dude with
Anyway,
with the skin on the
he-
eyes.
Yeah. His neck is
Steve
so there.
Ballmer.
Steve Ballmer,
yes,
thank you.
Ballmer.
So
For the win.
Ballmer
For 1,000.
Ballmer got up on
Do you have inspiration?
Ballmer got up on stage at a developers conference,
take
and he got up there and he went completely. And my bandwidth has dropped to nothing, so you'll hear this in 20 minutes.
We hear
But
you.
Yeah. You're live on Technicolor.
he got up on stage and he went completely like apeshit and was going, developers. And so people took that video and just turned it into this like ridiculous song and all these memes. It was insane. It was this huge thing on the internet for a while there. It's like Steve Ballmer going ape on stage.
Cocaine's a hell of a drug.
Yes.
Ain't it?
Oh, when you see him on stage and just how much he's sweating, that's appropriate.
Yeah,
I think.
Yeah, he's a
Feels
very high
right.
energy dude.
Mm-hmm.
All right, tabletop virtual launch game, go.
So hey, I did have one thing that I wanted to bring up before we actually jump back into the game, which is when I was looking at the YouTube stats the other day, we are closer to 100 subscribers than we are to episode 100. So if you are listening to this through all of these technical difficulties, I'd really love to hit 100 subscribers on YouTube before we hit episode 100. And I know that if you're listening to this or watching this, you already are a subscriber on YouTube. So what I want you to do is go to work tomorrow. And when your colleague goes to the bathroom, I want you to take their phone. I want you to open up the YouTube app, and I want you to find the Back Patio Network and hit the subscribe button.
Yeah.
Because
that's the best plan I've heard all week.
Yes.
Well, because and then when we publish episode 100, they'll get a notification and they'll say episode 100. I've never heard of this thing. I'll go back to the beginning and start from the beginning. So and if that's you, if you're hearing this and you discovered this because a random notification showed up on your phone one day, you're welcome.
And when your coworker gets out of prison for invading your privacy, welcome them back.
You'll have a lot of episodes to watch.
100 episodes to listen to. That's right.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
Mike, thank you, because that sounded so much better with an Australian accent than it ever would if I was
It did.
Like you nailed it.
Absolutely.
Well, I think you've said in the past that you're not really comfortable with the self-promotion stuff.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
I am. I don't care. I'm shameless.
Look at me.
He's shameless.
Well, I like my camera view to be darker because I want the emphasis to be on the players, not me. So that's Jamie's always like, "Do you have more light?" Yep.
He says that every single time.
I do.
Yeah. Yeah.
The sun's going down real low.
Since you brought up YouTube, we won't be recording on Twitch forever. Like, whenever I get around to having time, and after I get the podcast updated up to date, then I'm going to start thinking about switching solely over to YouTube because it's so much easier. You don't have to worry about resubscribing every month. You can just like it once and then follow it once. You're done. It's end user friendlier than Twitch, in my opinion. But we will definitely shout about that for weeks before that switch over happens. Cowart, so we'll let you know, buddy. Yeah, we'll be doing YouTube Live, though.
Yeah, YouTube Live, and it'll probably look exactly the same. It just will be a different link in the invitation.
And we've lost a few episodes since we began because of Twitch having a short lifespan of the videos, and I don't want that to ever, ever, ever happen again. We've lost 3 episodes since we started, I think. Like 7, 8, and 62. I don't know. Weird. All right. Hey, sit by. We're getting ready to start, so you're welcome to stay, but I'm about to blow your mind with some spoilers.
Yeah, do this.
La, 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 la.
Wait, it's not working.
Yeah, mute and just chat.
Yes. In the chapel, when they resurrect the party.
Chat amongst yourselves.
Now that we're level 20, what are we doing, Matt?
Starting over.
Yeah, right.
Oh no.
Oh no. So, last week, you guys, I'm gonna turn off Twitch. No, I'm not.
Last week
I like to jump over there once in a while. So last time we played, you guys fought a devil, and I am genuinely glad the outcome was as it was. And I'm also glad that I roll everything out for everybody to see, because nobody would have believed that out of 9 attacks, not a single one of them landed. I mean, I don't think
you were
I
nailing
10.
13s like really well.
Yeah, I was
Solid
saving versus
13.
everything, but couldn't lay a hit to save her life, of all things.
Laid a few eggs,
So-
though.
What's that?
Said your dice laid a couple of eggs, though.
Oh yeah,
That's okay.
yeah. But it was terrible, but
I thought it was
in
great.
the end, I'm glad it happened the way it did.
I liked it.
You liked it too.
I'm
Yeah.
comfortable with it.
I approve
I
of
felt
your
pretty good.
approval. So you've got a dead demon, and we just kind of cut after that because we went over a little bit last week. What are you doing? What's up? What's going on? Let's chat.
Well, I think when we left off, we were actually storming the castle. We're like, there's
Didn't-
more behind this door, and we got blasted in the face with the trap that was not supposed to be there.
Yeah, we
Oh,
exploded
yeah.
the trap that we accidentally saw, and then you moved, but you didn't move it.
I know.
Sneakily, we forgot about it, and
Right.
then kaboom!
Reverse double whammy, double
Yes.
logic,
Yes,
Yeah.
we
Oh,
knew
yeah.
that you knew. that we
Clearly
knew
not
that you
drink the
knew.
wine in front of you.
but you didn't know. Yeah, I think Tarathiel, you just like happily danced out of the way, but Farazan took a little beating to his eardrums, and then we stopped.
What?
So you're standing before a double door. You reached out to touch it. You haven't actually opened it because that triggers the glyph that blew your mind.
I like to imagine that Tarathiel just panicked, slapped Farazan in the ears. It's like, ah!
ran
I don't know what
ran
you
up
said.
the wall and smacked him in the side of the head.
Mhm,
Pulling his
mhm.
feet up.
Are you still huge? How long does that last? You're quite
one-
literally huge size.
Yeah, one of them was for a minute, and one of them was was enlarged. So I'm actually just trying to find. I don't
Okay.
know how long enlarged lasts.
Probably a minute. Most buffs these days in 5e are a minute long or
1 minute.
10 minutes. Is it a minute? Yeah. So it's getting short. Of course, that combat was what, 4 rounds? Crazy.
Yeah, thankfully it wasn't too long. It was shorter than
Uh,
it was shorter than our period of luck.
So did you take her stuff?
Yes.
So then your buffs are all over. It takes way more than a minute to take that armor off of her.
Okay. Fine. All right. You don't have to- you don't have to roll.
It was plate mail,
And
a bow, and a longsword.
Any of them hum with magic when Farazan picked them?
Is that something that Farazan can detect by humming?
Yes. he takes his staff. It's also a tuning fork. It's tuned to 440 exactly, and he goes whacks it on Tarathiel's head. He goes and holds it up against the longbow.
Huh.
Yeah. Huh.
Okay.
And everybody else, and I mean, Kelev is just looking at you like, what an idiot.
He's an idiot that's killed a dragon and a devil since leaving home, so, some respect.
Wasn't it Alma?
So, yeah, she's like, good point. Really good point.
Wasn't it Alma that did the killing blow on both of those? Pretty sure.
Yes.
Yeah.
I,
Oh no.
I love Alma's ability to just be like, I'm sick of this fight. Touch, melt.
Yes.
It was the same spell.
This is getting a little old.
Both of them were with
Yeah.
the same spell too. You just go up and have damage.
I am over this.
Alma
Take it.
Alma casts in the encounter.
Mhm, mhm.
Upcast in the counter.
Yeah. No, that's
I only did that because I had to.
wait, your timing is impeccable. It's always the killing blow. I mean, I think I've said it before, but you're like the king from Dragon Slayer. You just walk up and stab it with your sword, like This is my kill.
I can promise you it's not on purpose. It's like, I've ran out of things to do. I'll try that.
Funny. Funny.
All right, so are you going to take magic? Farazan just set off the firecracker alarm.
Yeah. He's
on the door.
he's holding it. He's holding his ears. You know, aha, ringing in the ears.
Well, I think if we set off the alarm, we need to like kind of pay attention to that door and what's behind it.
Well, it wasn't an alarm. It was just a thunderous spell, right?
Alarm-ish.
Well, I mean,
Dong.
it has the effect, but it wasn't like the
Yeah,
intent
I know.
was to kill, not to alarm.
Oh, okay. So there was
Okay.
just the damaging part was
Okay.
within the circle of Farazan, basically. Farazan.
Yeah, it's a thundering. It's thunder damage, so it's loud. You know.
Yeah, Farazan turns around and he looks at yeah, I guess Alma's right, kind of behind him. Tarathiel's standing there, so his ears. Did he react to it? Did he get damaged as well?
Who?
What?
Tarathiel.
No, he did not.
No, he
No,
dodged the sound.
Yes, he moved between the waves.
I Matrix dodged it.
He's just holding his ringing ears, like, ow, that hurt. I think that's the most damage I've taken in a while.
It was 9. You didn't take a lot of damage. Didn't
Oh,
you
I-
save?
Yeah, I thought it was like 20 or something like that.
You took half though, didn't you? Whatever. You took some damage.
Okay.
It's either 24 or 12. I don't know if you saved or not.
I think it was 12.
This sneaky ass door, way more difficult than the devil.
Right?
Yeah.
It's always the inanimate objects that are the hardest things to overcome. So real quick, Critical Role. If you've not seen the first season, at least go watch that. The second, third, take or leave. But they recorded 4-hour episodes, right? There was an entire episode where they could not open a damn door. 4 hours. Half the party was dedicated to opening a door, but they couldn't roll the dice back. Like they just kept failing over and over. The other half is fighting a horde of vampires. They're trying to get the door open. I mean, it was fan-freaking-tastic.
Didn't they?
Captured perfectly in the first season of Legends of Vox Machina.
Yeah. I was gonna
Season
say,
2 comes out in 2 weeks,
Yeah, it comes out the 19th, right? 19th to 20th. Oh, if you haven't seen that,
something like
got
that.
to see that.
That is a very, very funny show that we have to wait until the young ones are in bed for.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But speaking of Age of Heroes, what are y'all doing?
Farazan takes a step
Alright,
back from the
let's
door
open it.
because he's clearly in over his head.
Okay.
Can I take a look at the door and see if it's going to go off again?
Certainly. Give me an investigation check, please.
Boom.
Nope. No boom.
12.
It was a glyph that has expired. It has to be recast.
Does this glyph smell expired to you? I'm going to open the door.
Here, smell this. You smell this.
It's sour. Here, you try it.
Yuck.
This glyph has lumps in it. Is it supposed to have that?
You said you opened the door?
Yes.
All right.
Let's knock that in there.
So, let me open. What is why? Oh, fuck. There we
Just
go.
in
All
the
right.
meantime, Kellev will come up and into the building, I guess, in the meantime.
So you open the door.
Farazan turns around and says, "Cover your ears."
Oh,
You open the door. You see the hallway is 25 feet long. You see a trio of Kuatoa in there, and it looks like they're just kind of hunkered down.
They got
And-
blasted to the ground.
Huh?
They got blasted to the ground.
From the trap.
From the glyph, yeah.
And as soon as you open the door and they see you, they just drop their weapons.
yeah.
This is more like it.
These are the first intelligent beings we've encountered in a long time.
Don't make me get Alma. I'll do it.
Don't make me get the life cleric. I will pull this temple
Oh
over.
no.
Is my Alma in range?
I am.
It's like the Flurrigan.
So we have an army. We have an Alma.
Okay.
And they're babbling in Kuotoan. Not really comprehensible. I don't think anybody speaks their language, but they've got spears and nets, and one's got a crossbow, and they just drop it. They just drop everything, or they drop their weapons they're holding in their hands. They don't like start unloading everything, but they're giving up. It's obvious.
We are looking for a dwarf with daddy issues.
Well, I'm going to ping him up here. There's a black outline where he used to be standing.
Where did we see the dwarf?
It was the Duragar that Heath disintegrated.
Oh,
That's not the same one.
okay. Say, did we just? It's one of those escort missions, and we killed the person we're supposed to be escorting.
Gosh, I
Do
hate
what?
those.
Quick. Reload the save point.
Yep.
That's a checkpoint for sure.
Yeah, Bearzon's going to step forward and he's going to take his staff and start sweeping, kind of hooking the weapons and pulling them toward him and away from them. He's going to step up to here.
So you're basically playing fiddlesticks because you're taking a stick to pull spears.
Yeah, he's kind of knocking them away.
Okay.
He's going to pick up.
Kind of,
Playing monkeys in a barrel.
that's what I meant.
Just pushing them away from him.
But
Wait,
they
I
see
imagine
you. They're
once.
look.
I
What's
was
that
just going to say, I imagine as soon as they figure out what he's doing, I'm sure they all just like kick their weapons towards him. Like, please don't
Give
come over here.
Yeah.
Put that stick away from me.
Take it. Don't hurt me.
Uh-huh.
Are they
Uh-huh.
nice
Because
spears?
you now realize that they can see the dead body of a demon behind you guys.
There's still
So
some
they
devil blood
kind
in
of
the
after the
stick.
doors open, they see that and they're just like, nope,
Nothing to see here.
Nope.
That's a named demon. They were actually calling her.
Yes.
That's a good idea. Maybe we just need to sort of grab
Jump
the
her.
devil by the nape of the neck and just kind of drag it around with us.
Oh my
Path to
God.
Enter
Pull a Clash of the
Let me
Titans
through the
with
door.
Medusa's head.
Yes,
Just like,
exactly.
Oh my lord.
completely.
It's dark.
Yeah, gross. So I'm
and
guessing
they're
they don't understand
jibber-jabber.
me.
They're just like, blah, 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 blah.
Bearzon turns around and says, "Do any of you understand these things?"
Caleb's,
Well,
I think they're giving up.
Well, do you understand what they're saying?
I give up.
Is that
That's
what you,
Caleb. That's
is
Caleb.
that what they're
That's Caleb.
saying,
Yeah.
or is that you giving up on trying to understand what they're saying? It's all very confusing.
That's my translation of their blurps.
All right, Bearzon's going to usher them to the south, and then and says to who's down there, Khaldun, let's put them in the cells. As he kind of ushers them out the door, since you're standing
just-
there.
Had this image from Goonies when Mouth is taking the new maid through the house and like speaking in Spanish, but completely lying to her. Like, this is where we keep the cocaine, and if you mess up, we're going to stick you in the attic with all the cockroaches. And so they go around a corner, and now these guys come around the corner. They've seen a dead demon, and then they see this unconscious and tied up Kuotoa around the corner. So it's like, like she did when she saw Bran like upside down and tied to the chair. I need to see Goonies again.
Point of order, I untied the unconscious Kuotoa because I wanted my rope back.
True. That is true. He did.
Okay, so it's sleeping Kuotoa.
Can we relocate them to the cells?
Yes.
They're not going to hurt anyone. Right? You guys aren't going to hurt anyone?
But
Oh,
they
you summer child.
they
Blub, blub, blub,
they
blub,
may warn the others
blub, blub.
and reset these
That's
traps.
not a bad idea. Yeah, I'll go over there and and jump in the middle of a wall and open the gate.
Wow.
Power. That's some power. That's level 5 power.
Mhm. Straight up.
Yeah.
Straight up level 5. All right.
Possible.
So you-
Significantly less fun after constipation.
You put them all in one together, separate. How do you want to do it? I'm just moving them
Just put
over
all-
here
Just put them all in one.
and then lock it up. All right.
I'm a
They're-
benevolent overlord.
Yes.
And
What-
I think this passageway here just goes to the death chamber. I think we just need to go upstairs and go to the level 2 death chamber.
Yeah. So it's obvious. You just go straight on through, and it's in the major temple area.
Mm-hmm.
So you haven't been to the upper level of
Yeah.
the major temple, where the statue is.
Right, yeah. We just need to go up those stairs, right?
Let me see.
The Tarathiel
Like
ran off.
up from here?
I'm sorry. I'm
sorry,
I'm looking at the other map. Did you ping?
I'm very
Go ahead.
quick.
I'm pinging these stairs. Well, that's a really, really super. Yeah. Right there.
Let's take a look at that map.
Did we?
I'm not sure what is revealed. Actually, you
To the
haven't
map.
been on this level of the map yet.
We did. We did behind the eyes. Yeah, there we go. That's what that is.
Ah, yeah.
Oh, that's right.
I think Tarathiel snuck up there.
He did.
He did.
And that actually, you went into that room that's back there as well, if I'm not mistaken. Do you remember what that was?
I don't remember doing that
You didn't? Okay, then maybe you didn't.
because there were guards up here and I was invisible and I didn't want to
That's right.
alert anybody.
All right, so you go upstairs in the temple to the level 3, and I'm just going to open that whole thing up because you guys can see everything.
Somebody just
Including
flew
the
by in a
truck.
747, 727,
That's like a 636.
636. I mean, I thought it was a 428 and a half.
I don't know what's happening.
You're all right.
To 2319.
2319, 2319.
BR549, come on back down to bud. And this is where you are.
I just ran off Mike with our random spouting of numbers.
Americans.
He got scared and left.
Mike in there.
There were humans around.
There were humans around.
I had to hide. Duck and cover.
Oh, man.
So, do you guys see? Have I revealed that entire?
Upper
It's
deck.
hard to. Yeah.
We can't see
Yeah.
anything in between this door. I can't even ping. Hooray for stupid laptop. Between those sets of doors, I can't see anything. But I don't know
So-
if that's because we've never been there.
There is that set of double doors is above.
Above
So you
where we
haven't
are
been,
now.
you haven't been anywhere here yet. This is
Okay.
all new
Okay.
territory.
All right. So when we walk through after the very loud door, and we
Mhm.
walk through where the Kuatoans, the 3 surrendering Kuatoans were, are we on this level now? Or are we
You're on
below?
level 3. You're on level 3.
Okay.
Where the bottom of this temple area is level 1, and where you just came from was level 2. So you're now seeing 3 levels to this temple so far.
Okay. Okay. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't realize we had walked around the balcony here and then up.
Yes. Yeah. So you saw this from the ground and from the second floor because it's all open, but you haven't actually. Nobody's stepped up here except for where the guards, the guard rooms were, where the eyes were. Right. So you're deeper into the temple on the level of the eyes. That makes sense.
Yeah.
Matt, this part right here where I'm pinging, that's a gap, isn't it?
It is.
And so this is like a place where, I don't know, someone would come out here and do the Nightly
The-
prayer or something.
Right? Yeah, like the rituals and the rites and things like that.
Hold up
Okay.
their cub to the sun.
Yes, exactly. Oh,
Is the statue's eyes still glowing?
That has
Is that a
ended.
yup or a nope?
That was a
Okay.
negative.
Good.
No, they are not.
Feel like its eyes are still following me around the room. I don't like it.
Yeah, we can
It's
get,
like the
we can get
Mona
a really
Lisa.
good view. Yeah, we can get a really good view of Slarty Bartfast from here.
You know what? I think this drawing is a little misleading. That's not a gap. I don't know what's up that drawing. You can walk across. That's not a
So
15
you
foot
say, ah,
gap.
I was
Yeah,
wrong.
wee.
Evil.
Ha,
70 feet, 76 points of damage. You're done.
you fell for the oldest trick in the book.
Falling.
Well, given our experience with Jaws, I would like to check this one.
Give
Yeah,
me
I'm
an
gonna stand over
investigation.
here.
Farazan walks up behind Tarathiel and just kind of puts his hand on either side of his head.
Now-
I have door TSD.
So, real quick, this is in darkness, and you're using dark vision, correct?
Yes,
Okay, so that's at disadvantage.
Using Wonka vision.
that's a 16 at disadvantage.
Looks clear.
Okay.
Mm.
Well, I did the check, and it looks clear, so I opened the door. No, wait, I'm going to wait for everybody else to come over.
No.
Get closer. I don't want to have fun alone. And
Walk-
Farazan does.
Walk
Every- everyone,
across the non-gap
un-
here.
Unbuckle your armor, expose your chests, and let's go.
Close your eyes.
YMCA.
That door is locked.
Bare your throat. Oh, well, I would have figured that out with an investigation, surely.
Do you need me to open it?
Well, you were looking for traps, and yeah.
No,
But
no,
it's
that's fair. I will attempt to unlock it then using
All
my finger lock picks.
All right.
Ching.
Finger lock picking good.
Are you
Can I
using?
Can I
Are you
assist?
using? No, not picking
Okay.
a lock. I can't see how, unless you can give me a good way to assist.
Guidance.
Spell guidance will help. That's plus D4.
I can spell
Yeah.
guidance. GUID. Oh, sorry.
But you're doing things in the dark, so it's harder. All these things are harder because it's dark.
So more disadvantage.
Hang on. Do I? Nope. No hanging on. Sorry. You can let go.
What a roller coaster!
Are you casting guidance on Mr.
Yeah.
Tarathiel? All right. So
Yeah.
I
you
mean-
get a
The other thing that might be worthwhile doing is supplying light, since we know that like all the enemies in here are dead. We're not trying to be stealthy.
Did we have a,
Well, I don't
a
have
magic light
that.
source? Do we have a ring or a shield or a forehead that
You
someone
had-
cast light on?
You had something on
Why would
something like your shield, Heath. You had a ring or a rock or
Yeah, I think
Something.
I gave it to the ring. I gave it to Farazan.
Then because he's got dark vision now, so he's like, "Oh, right, excuse me," and he like kind of digs into his pocket, pulls it out.
everybody goes blind.
Yes.
Okay.
Cover your eyes.
My eyes.
All right. So
Pulls the
it is
sun out of his
now-
pocket.
It is now
I
well
pointed
lit,
at the lock.
and you are guidanced, blessed for a round. So give me
At the
a.
lock, not in my left eye. Thanks.
Sorry, is here good? Is here good?
Uh,
Over here.
nope, stop moving it. Just
He's
Gonna make him cry.
puppets. He's making shadow puppets on the wall. Look, this is the devil we fought. Rah!
what's it called? It's not called a lockpick. What is the friggin'
tools.
thieves' tools? Thank you.
Well, it's a dexterity check plus your thieves' tools proficiency.
Double.
I know, but there's a button I can just push to do it. Except that I need to actually find the stupid thieves' tools themselves in my inventory. They can't just click on it in my proficiencies thing, which would be incredibly handy. Okay, so it's an 11 plus the D4, which is 3, so that's a 14. But wait,
There's more.
because there is more. I will throw a side-bolstered knack on this.
Ooh.
Well, what is that? Sounds
Technically speaking, this is triggered if I fail an ability check using a skill or tool which I have proficiency in. So
Go right
is
ahead.
is a 14 sufficient?
No.
Okay.
That's the kind of thing I don't mind telling you because it doesn't unlock.
Yeah. It's if you fail an ability check using a skill or tool with which you have proficiency, you can roll one psionic energy die and add the number rolled to the check, potentially turning a failure into a success.
Go for it.
You only expend the die if it turns it into a success. So that will add another 5 to it, making it 19.
Click. It opens.
Yay!
So yeah, Tira
Full
feels
power.
like digging around in
Yeah.
this lock, and then like something clicks in his mind before it clicks in the lock that he's doing something wrong, and he gets like closes his eyes and gets like a vision of what's going on inside the lock and how the pieces are moving and why something is blocked. He's like, "Ah!" He moves something slightly, and things just click into place.
Very cool. That's the first time you use that for that kind of. You use it for communication.
Don't fail checks, Matt.
That's probably why. That's why. What was I thinking? Always successful
Every time.
every time.
And
Just says to me
That's what they
that
say.
DCs are too low.
80% of the time it works every time.
That's right.
Okay. I think the lock's done. The door's not going to explode. Should we go?
Yes.
Do it.
Yeah.
Would you like me to lead?
Please.
Always.
Bears on.
Of course.
Steps through the door and goes, "Here's Johnny." Oh,
Proceed with grace and subtlety. Bam!
Oh,
Bears on.
the doors move inward and it goes to an obvious T intersection.
And brightly lit. Dark.
Well, with your light, yeah.
Oh yeah. Okay. Fair enough.
It's 30 feet plus 30, so yeah, you're everything's brightly lit from in this area.
And
So
he
no
will
immediate
step forward.
army of Kuatoa.
Nope.
Right? He will
Okay,
step forward to
if-
the T.
Well, if
Nope.
you'll just hang on just one second.
Okay.
And let me cast Detect Magic. Since
Too late.
we have encountered 2 magical traps so far. Yeah, I'm gonna cast Detect Magic.
You gonna ritual it or
Yeah, I want to ritual it.
Okay. Okay.
I don't have it prepared.
gotcha?
Bears on. Cast detect magic.
Which he's getting really good at. So you got 10 minutes. Anybody gonna do anything for 10 minutes? Anybody else want to cast a ritual?
Can I spend a resolve point to get my stamina back?
Negative.
Dang
it. Wrong game, sir.
Dang it.
As you
All right.
have no resolve and no stamina. Yes.
I do. If we find a place that we can lock a door and get in behind, I think it would be it'd be good to take a rest. But
Mm-hmm.
I'm out of all the boxes to check. I have no more boxes to
There's
check.
there's that room that fills up with water on occasion and drowns everybody, or there's the no, that's pretty much it.
There's the
Which
room.
one?
There's the
choices
torture
suck,
room.
man.
If,
Our choices
if you want to go
suck.
curl up on the torture room,
With
that's an option.
With
Do
a
they not-
waterlogged tummy.
Do they not sleep? Do these Kuatoans not sleep?
You found their sleeping area. That's the first room you went to.
Oh.
There were several.
Do you want to
there.
sleep where they sleep?
I mean,
They sleep in bowls of water, Faizan.
they're not using the bowls of water anymore.
But
Did-
are you implying that you would like to take a nap in a bowl of water?
I have never slept on a waterbed. They may be comfortable.
Feel nice and wrinkly when you wake up.
I mean, to be fair, I didn't know about hammocks until we started this journey, and they're pretty good.
Kadu, what's that nuclear sign? Is that that's your detect magic? Isn't it?
Yeah, that's. But I'm using that to remember that I'm concentrating.
That's fine. That's fine. All right. So, if nobody wants anything, 10 minutes is up. You're detecting magic. first and foremost, you spend a few minutes concentrating, and the bow that you got off of Ashuna is definitely magical.
Oh, well, there's
Would that be an alteration,
Hmm.
evocation, something like that?
Evocation on a bow.
Yeah.
Who need-
So it's
Magical
magical.
damage.
But you do not see any other magical auras. Anything new besides the bow.
Okay. All right. So I finished my ritual.
Right.
And I point out the bow and I was like, okay, I don't see anything. So it's got a range of 30 feet, I believe. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. So to the end of the hall.
Yep.
All right. So I don't see any magic auras to the end of the hall.
Right, so you can only see magic auras that can be seen.
Oh, is this the whole invisibility thing?
So
Right.
yeah, right. I can't see invisible auras. Sure.
So if
Right.
it's hidden is what I'm saying. You can't see it.
Okay.
So,
But you don't detect any magic.
Farazan
more magic.
casts detect the end of detect magic, and once the detect magic has been ended, he will move forward if there's no objection.
Yep. Go
Well,
ahead.
that'll last. It lasts for 10 minutes, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. All right, Farazan, you charge forth
He's going to put the ring back in his pocket.
in the darkness. You charge forth, and the T intersection is not very wide. It is another short hallway with 2 sets of double doors at either end, or a set of double doors, one at each end.
Guys, I found
As
a
per
lowercase
The
t.
map.
Yay.
Just what I always wanted.
Okay. So I'll look either way.
Don't
for
see any magic.
magical auras. Okay. All right.
Tarathiel, do you want to check these for explosive things?
I'm sure it's fine. Yeah, okay. Can I have the torch back?
Oh, yes. He pulls out the light ring. Sorry.
Thieves' tools, thieves' tools, thieves' tools.
Which one are you checking, left or right?
My laptop is sad. Right.
Right, it is.
Roll that beautiful beam footage.
Oh, that big for me.
Mhm.
I'm trying.
The
24.
You're checking for traps, right?
Oh, yeah. Hang on. I rolled the wrong thing. I rolled
Is
really
that
well,
right?
but I rolled the wrong thing.
Well, you can get the roll. The roll's
Yes.
fine.
23.
$23. You do not detect anything. Looks clear.
I think this one's okay. Do you want to check the other one, or should we just open this one?
Let's just press forward.
Okay.
Fast forward.
I will open this door.
I'm going to read this flavor text because it's stupid. So hang on a sec.
Yes!
This room.
This is what I'm here for.
It's a dumb room and a
Oh, here's
dumb temple.
Everything's dumb and stupid.
It's so dumb, it's brilliant. No, it's just dumb.
Hang on a sec. I'm wheeling the room.
Coward says flavor text be like 2 + 2 = 3. That's a,
2 is 3.
Dumb.
2 + 2 is 3.
2 + 2 = 5 for very large values of 2. I actually did have
Amazing.
I like that. That's really good.
Wow, could you say that again? Because I'm confused and I know what it means.
I'm surprised that one went over as well as it did. That's a really old one. I said 2 + 2 = 5 for very large values of 2.
All right. So,
they're chubby twos.
this lozenge-shaped chamber, that was the dumb part. I just think that's dumb. Has more frescoes.
Lozenge.
Like this time of Kuto is emerging from the sea and marching into holes in the ground. The floor is covered with the same porcelain shards found near the entrance. of the temple. The eastern corner of the north wall features a set of double doors.
Can you read the second
Dun, dun,
sentence one more
dun.
time?
Yeah, I'll read the whole thing
Okay.
5 more times. The
Lozenge-shaped.
lozenge-shaped chamber has more frescoes, drawings. This time of Kuatoas emerging from the sea and marching into holes in the ground. The floor is covered with the same porcelain shards found near the entrance. The eastern corner of the northern wall features a set of double doors.
The double doors.
Frescoes showing
The
that
double douche.
the
Mhm.
Kuatoans came out of the water and then they went into holes.
To
It's
holes in the ground.
So it's like their history. So like they were aquatic creatures, and then now were they driven into the ground, or they chose to go into the ground.
Who do you ask?
This is Jamie asking Matt.
Asking the fresco, Mr. Fresco.
Give me more information, please.
Excuse me,
Senior
Sam.
Fresco.
Sam Fresco
So it looks more like a migration.
Fresco.
looks more like a
A migratory.
okay.
Migratory.
Migratory. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
You want to check the other side?
Can I
This is just like
I-
lozenges.
Yeah, and the we've seen
I'm
some
not
other frescoes here, right?
It doesn't look like a lozenge.
Really? That's your objection?
not?
Is
Why
that this
not
one
say
is
that?
not
I
as
mean-
lozenge-shaped as advertised?
Yes,
It's-
exactly.
It's a 5-sided
Kind of
room.
shaped like a
lozenge.
lozenge.
It's not. What
It's like a
lozenges-
cough
I'm
drop.
gonna make lozenges specifically that look like this, just to annoy you.
It doesn't have the harsh corners, but it kind of looks like that. It's like ovalesque.
Like somebody bit a piece of it off. It's
Yeah.
just weird.
Like,
Okay,
dang it,
so-
this
That's
is
a
less
weird
of a
way to
lozenge and
describe
more of
it.
a bonbon.
What were
Yes.
they thinking?
If they had said bonbon-shaped chamber, I would not have
Yeah.
a problem with it.
That's a lie.
That's it. No, you're right. It is a lie.
It's a croissant shape.
Better.
Croissant.
Croissant.
Room is shaped exactly like a Kuatoan history chamber.
Yes.
Oh, I see it. Now I understand.
I'll check the western door.
All right, give me an investigation.
Ah, well. That's a
And
15.
15. It looks
Can
clear.
add 4 to it if you want.
What?
A D4.
I'm saying. You can add guidance to it if you want.
You can add guidance.
Okay.
16. Still looks
I-
clear.
I added
I have
one.
I have a passive 17 investigation.
Looks still clear.
Okay, we're in
I
so
have a
much trouble.
passive 18 investigation.
Let's
Oh,
get
but still,
open.
Suddenly cloudy.
that's not
Yep.
even a joke. I really do. Hang on, hovering teenager.
What's your? Oh.
A helicopter teenager. That's different than a helicopter
Ooh.
parent. Yeah, that's the opposite.
You said your passive's 18? Still clear. And
Yes.
Alma, your
Uh,
passive investigation's like 73, isn't it? Something?
No, my passive investigation is a 16. My perception is a 22.
Yeah, you've got to
Okay,
do the metric
okay.
conversion.
So it's
on
a
the
little,
perception.
it's a little different.
Okay, it's in centimeters.
Uh-oh.
Oh, lost our mic. So let's push forward. Give him about 5 minutes to get back. So the door does look. He's the lock picker. Somebody roll a d20 to unlock this thing because it is locked.
Just a straight up and down D20.
18.
Yeah,
18.
and he's got
I rolled 18.
Oh, take it.
he's got +7 with his tools and his dex. So that's a 25. Click, you unlock it. This one was not a tough lock, says Tarathiel. Oi, that was simple. I can't do all
That was simple.
That was simple.
Oh
I
no.
slathered it in Vegemite and here's
That was
open.
bad. That was so bad.
Yeah,
Oh.
it was
Yeah,
pretty
open her
terrible.
up.
Mike,
Right.
Mike, I would like you to note that I'm not participating in the.
Well, to be fair, I was making fun of Matt. I was not making fun of Mike.
the
Insult my proxy.
Australian butchery.
Yeah. So, open the doors. They pull out towards you, and as you do, a waft of purple-ish, not mist. It's not moist. It's a purple cloud.
This smells
billows
purple.
out of this room.
Does it smell
Farazan
good?
Farazan and Tarathiel, I need a Constitution saving throw.
Oh dang it!
Oh, that's a bad smell.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I didn't realize
And
purple.
as the billowing clears out, like it was built up, it clears out a little bit. You can see there are mushrooms all in this huge chamber, as well as a couple of Kuatoa who appear to be harvesting them.
It's not
Yeah,
affecting
just-
them negatively.
Doesn't seem to be, no.
Just drive like you're sober. Yeah, their eyes
Oh
are shut.
no!
Oh no.
Oh no!
Drive like your eyes are straight, man.
8.
Nose dive.
Natural 1.
You are dead.
Ouch.
Oh, it's a football.
It's a sideways T.
This doesn't look like a lozenge at all.
No. And I'm glad it didn't say this lozenge-like room. Let's see. Let me read the flavor. The floor of this large T-shaped room. I can get on board with that.
Hold on, Mike.
Yeah, Mike's in the
Mike's
in the chat.
He's in our chat.
Oh, inspiration. You rolled a 9 and an 8. I'm so sorry, sir. Those are not the numbers you're looking for.
Oh gosh.
You don't say.
Hang on one second, me. I gotta look at how much damage.
We're
What
gonna,
is
Oh,
the
it's
damage?
damage. Oh.
Damage.
sorry, Mike.
Ugh.
I don't know if that face was because of the inspiration roll or the Vegemite reference.
Is
Little A,
it
little B.
working
Oh,
yet? Can you hear me
there
now?
it is. Welcome back.
Yay!
That's good.
Hooray!
Sorry, buddy.
My new character's a druid.
He's a dude.
Doodad. You both,
Ooh, Dad.
excuse me. You both take 7 points of poison damage.
I resist.
I object, but I take the damage.
I don't like this at all.
I
But-
actually
I'm
do
gonna
have
take-
resistance
I
to
want-
poison damage. So
Oops. I'm
Do
going
you
to
have
take a step
resistance
back.
to poison?
Matt, would you say this this effect is charming?
No, not at all.
Dang it.
I was looking at mine too.
Whatever the opposite of charming may be. How do you have resistance to poison? What is that from?
that is from one of my runes, and if I'm just going to chat a minute here when I can find it.
That's fine. That's fine. I was just curious.
Yeah, it's from one of the active runes. The passive power is resistance to poison, and I'm trying to figure out which one it is.
I may have to look at this room.
Pull that one.
thing. So
Mickey
you take 3
Rooney.
points. You take 3 points instead.
Yeah.
Of the poison.
Yes,
Passive.
the hill giant rune grants resistance to poison. Or no. It has resistance against poison damage and advantage against poison saving throws against being poisoned.
Okay. Well, you're not
Ooh.
being poisoned. You're taking poison damage, but that's nice.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So yeah, you open the doors. This billow it diffuses quickly.
Mhm.
It's just pent up in this room, and you can see it's slightly obscured, basically like darkness. And you see several Kuatoa in there that I think Michael's gone, but it looks like they're harvesting. They've got like little sides, and they're cutting some of the mushrooms. They've got baskets on their hips and they're farming. And
It's
they
like
see you.
Falcor's armpit in there.
Speaking terrible.
That is the
It's-
most random but wholly accurate thing I've ever heard that doesn't include the word Lawson.
Falcor's armpit.
Falcor's armpit. If I ever make a nightclub,
Mhm.
it's going to be named Falcor's armpit.
That sounds like a good band name for sure.
Yeah.
I mean, like
for
death,
sure.
like death metal, like yeah, just
One
Okay.
night only, Falcor's armpit. So they don't look like they move to attack. They're more guarded. Like they step back, they see you a little surprised, but they don't take any immediate movement actions.
do we and
Close the
we've
door.
established we have no way of communicating with them, right?
Well, you communicate through violence
Actually-
very effectively.
You know, but we don't like to kill
Can
them.
I
We
do
don't
a
have to
nature
kill them.
check on the mushrooms?
Yes, absolutely.
Elmer's looking to score. You guys holding or?
Ayo. 17?
17. So the smaller mushrooms, the ones that they're harvesting off the ground, are just your run of the mill fungus, food. But now that you've taken time to look, and as well as your supernatural perception, you notice that there are several larger ones, like 2 or 3 feet tall, that have spiny tentacles that are dangling off of them. And you can swear that every once in a while you see one of them maybe shimmy or shiver a little bit. The tentacles.
Okay.
And those, with that nature check, you've heard of them. You maybe have even seen one, or like Papa Bear brought one in for you. They are not violent, but violet fungi. A violet fungus. Common in the Underdark, very poisonous. But these Kuatoa don't seem to have any problem with it.
Huh.
Okay. I'll share my information.
And one more thing. Violet fungus are carnivorous. So they will
Ew.
attack you, get too close. They don't have much of a range, but they'll eat you.
I don't like Kuatoa, obviously.
Don't seem to mind them.
Maybe,
They're not
yeah,
tasty,
maybe
maybe.
they're domesticated. Maybe we just leave these guys alone.
Yeah, like you can just shut
so-
the door and nobody's none the wiser.
Well, somebody mentioned the fact that we have no way of communicating with them. That's not entirely true. I can use psychic whispers to
Mhm.
establish a psychic link with one of them.
Does that have to be? Can they resist? Can they say, "I don't want to do this"? I mean, you know what I mean? Like, can they choose not to
I mean,
connect? I'm not saying they would.
ultimately,
but I'm curious.
it's not so much a connection. It's the what the psychic whispers is establishing communication between yourself and others. I can talk to them telepathically, and they can speak telepathically to me telepathically. So there's no
It's like a
I
radio.
guess
You're
it's
pushing.
telepathically too many times.
You're pushing
Yeah,
communication.
they can hear you, but they don't have to respond.
They don't have to respond.
All right. Is that what you like to do?
Yeah,
Will that
it does
cancel
mean
what
spending
you
another
already have?
sonic energy die, but that's okay.
That
It
would
will.
cancel
Yeah.
the one.
Every time I do it, I have to reset the 3 people that I have communication with. But since one of the people is currently the frogman that ran away with our canoe,
Isn't it like a mile radius or something like that? So
Yeah.
is he still connected?
yes, so I can still talk to him. Yeah,
No, he's not saying anything.
He's still
Last thing you-
paddling away.
Last thing you heard him say was, "Oh shit."
I'm out.
Mhm.
It's not worth it.
hey, the devil is dead. You can come back and pick us up, but we're still a bit busy. Over. Also, I'm skipping to another channel. Talk to you later.
There will be significantly
so
less
to-
screaming in your head from now on.
Copy.
Yeah, that's right.
Like
I
my
will-
God.
That's all you hear. Copy.
So I will roll another sonic energy die, which is what is the? How do I make it do
7
the thing?
hours.
Push the button. Push the
Oh.
button. Yeah, 7 hours. So for 7 hours, I'll be connected to this lead Kuatoa, and I think I left Fezan out last time. I'm going to leave Fezan in, and I'll leave Khaldun in and leave Alma out this time. Sorry.
Odd woman out. Okay. You are connected. Alma's not.
What's
Hey
going
there.
on?
We don't.
I wonder
We
if you had roped in one of the violet fungi, if you could have talked to it. That would have been kind of cool.
Oh, he's gone. Mike is having
Now
mic
we'll never
problems.
know.
Yeah, he hated that question. He's leaving.
That's the cliffhanger we all needed.
I imagine it probably has to have some sort of intelligence or intelligence of like 3 or greater for that to work.
Yeah,
maybe.
probably.
I mean, literally talking to a vegetable. Or fungus.
Carnivorous vegetable.
Yeah. They're all
Feed me.
medulla.
It has wants and needs.
It's all medulla.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you're all connected, so, or at least everybody except for Alma is connected. So anybody
I'll take my headset off if you like.
No, not necessarily. But any of you guys can communicate. It doesn't have to be Tarathiel, right? Because you're all in this psychic network.
Welcome to the Psychic Network.
Yeah.
Today's programming is brought to you by the Mushroom. Farazan's going to take a non-threatening step into the. Actually, he's gonna whirl his staff and tuck it into the efficient quiver so that it kind of goes away. And he'll kind of open his hands up, and then he'll reach over to his left and grab Tarathiel and push him forward. Since he's back.
Are you back?
Yep.
Oh, welcome back.
There it is.
Yeah, great. We see you.
morning.
Hi, Mike.
Morning. Don't worry, I'll be gone again in a minute.
Do you guys want me to? We could pause for just a second, and I could set up a new room. But I don't know if that's a better connection for you, Mike. But if you think
I
it's
don't know.
the
It's
so press on.
Yeah.
So yeah, Farazan's gonna he's gonna step forward with his arms open and say, "We do not intend you any harm. We are looking for a
Show
dwarf."
me where you're moving. You're stepping forward. Where are you going?
Show me where you're moving.
Yeah, these are 5x5.
Show me on the
Where's your
map where he
focus?
killed you.
Alma would know where the violet funguses are, right? Like, she would stop him from stepping into one.
I, as a member of this party, shared my information with everyone.
Even though you got left out to the psychic link.
Yeah.
I'd still be
So-
salty.
You guys
there's
all
only-
know what my nature check showed.
Yeah,
No,
so
I'm just
she,
messing.
I
But yeah,
am-
I mean, I would have pointed it out. I would have told you exactly what I knew from what I learned.
Are they all over the place, or they're just some violent mushrooms?
I am revealing them now.
Oh, okay.
Are they popping up?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There they are. There are 4 of them.
Okay.
And it looks like,
And I point.
Yeah. and once she points them out, it's kind of obvious, but it like to your untrained nature eye, it just looked like a bigger mushroom. But she's like, no, those are poisonous and they'll eat you, and they're just generally bad.
Right. But yeah, he walks in, kind of hands open, and holding them in front of him, sort of the non-threatening way.
Eyes wide open. Sorry, that was my creed.
Okay. Yeah, he says, we intend you no harm, but we are here searching for a dwarf that has gone missing from the surface.
Let's see these. Let me check out their brain power. I haven't checked their intelligence.
So,
All right.
short guy, kind of like that wizard guy, but with more beard.
Yes. Keegan.
It's pointy girls.
Speaking of which, where are the
We can't control them. They're not on the map.
that shall be fixed later. So I'm going to assume that you're talking to the one that's closest to you, right? The one that's right there. And she just kind of wonders for a second, speaks, and blibble blobbles, but then realizes kind of what's going on as you're talking to her, and she responds, there are several dwarves here, or more than one dwarf here. And
Wait.
she does step back, like a little apprehensively. Just a step. When you step forward, she steps back.
Okay.
More or less.
Then he immediately stops when she begins to draw back. He immediately stops.
Okay. It wasn't like, sword up or anything like that, but just,
Yeah.
You step in, she steps back a little bit. However,
Mm-hmm.
I need you to give me another Constitution saving throw.
Dang it. Where did I put my constitution?
In your
In the bin where it belongs.
armpit.
Another one. Okay, here we go. How about a 26 this time?
26. So that's a success. And you take 1 point of poison damage while you're in there.
Does resistance reduce that to 0, or does that still just
Negative. The 1 is the lowest number. It's the
One.
loneliest number.
Yes.
The loneliest number.
So sad.
Hello. Yeah, that's what she says. There are more than one dwarves. Yeah, you're speaking the same language. Yeah, there's more than one dwarf down here, is what she says.
Are there any that have? Wait, how long has the? This is Jamie. How long has the dwarf from upstairs been missing? What's
From Cauldron?
Yeah.
10
months?
years.
Zoltan or something.
10 years.
He left Cauldron 10 years ago
Holy crap! I didn't realize.
to do his holy crusade into the Underdark.
That's right. That's right.
So he's been gone for a while.
And what's his name? I forget.
Zenith Splinter Shield.
Zenith Splinter Shield. Okay, so yeah, he says we are looking for someone who has possibly been here years. His name is Zenith Splinter Shield. Do you
A
know
dwarf?
anyone? Yes, a dwarf by that name.
I don't know their names, but there has been one dwarf here for quite some time.
Where might we find him?
You never got his name? That's rude.
I'm a pleb. And she just points, literally, directly behind you.
Turns around. Ah, dwarf. Okay,
There he is. Ah!
it's very sneaky, sir.
It's just been shadowing Fezan since we entered.
I thought my quiver had gotten heavy.
Got something on your back.
He pulls the dwarf off and throws it. It's a dwarf and thrower.
And she turns around and she mumbles something to the other two and turns back and continues talking to you.
Fezan, rice bubbles, Dr. Fezan.
What?
No worry.
Yeah, she
I
continues
mean, we
talking.
got what we came for.
Yeah, I think so. We just leave, shut the door, and go
Do
the
we-
other way.
Just close the door.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you very much.
Don't say anything.
I would. The mushrooms look really nice. You've done a good job with them. Have a good day.
Thumbs up, finger guns, backwards,
Yes,
walks out.
Buddy
We're all
Jesus.
fine here. We're doing fine. How are you?
Or Shana for life, am I right? All right, let's go.
Carry on.
He backs out and he just says, "Badger, badger, 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 badger."
You didn't see anything.
Mushroom.
Thank you. All right. Yep. Closes the door.
You step out, close the door. All right.
He kind of, a little bit with all the spores.
They went surprisingly
Ew.
well.
He looks at the. Oh, I do have a question. When we are in the psychic link, is that a broadcast situation? So we can't have a.
No,
No.
it's a spoken hub situation. You can only talk to me, and vice versa.
Oh,
Okay. I misunderstood that. Okay.
Yeah.
So he was communicating through you to her then,
Yes.
right? Okay. All right. That's interesting.
So what's going on?
The
the dwarf is behind us.
wasn't included.
I turn around
She
and
said the
scream.
dwarf's over there.
Ah, exactly.
Sorry.
Why are you yelling?
Standard back, dwarf.
There has been one dwarf that has been here for quite some time, and they indicated that he is behind those two doors, or in that direction.
She did say there was a few dwarves here, though.
Yes, but apparently they all look the same. I don't know. We lost in translation.
Well, she just said there were more than one dwarf. And you know that for sure because you incinerated one. And you're looking for another, right? So
There are n
Why do you say
number
we?
of dwarves.
she did not know to recount.
N1 is equal to N0 minus 1.
Of this episode.
Yes,
Something we can't say about every episode.
Yes.
Good news, though. Like, you know, if you're going to have a powdered dwarf and instantly add water, that's the room. That's the room to do it.
Right?
Yeah.
Reconstitute a dwarf.
Yeah.
Mm,
Right. Okay.
better than you.
Can we lock the door from the outside?
I was gonna ask that, and I felt kind of bad about it. If we could just lock that door back.
The door to the mushrooms?
Yes.
Yes, you can certainly attempt it.
I don't want to do that.
I mean,
They might die in there.
they have plenty of food, right?
Yeah, they were eating the little ones.
I don't know what a steady diet mushroom with nothing else is going to do to a Kurotawa.
Well, I can unlock it later. It's just
I
like
want
just
nature
for.
check.
just-
What if something happened to us?
Okay, fine.
It won't.
Well,
I feel confident.
who do you think locked him in there?
Oh,
They
wait.
probably locked themselves in there. They
The
probably
door-
have keys. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, that makes.
Keegan, the locksmith.
So just leave it.
Expert.
Exactly. Yeah.
That's right.
So he spoke up. He's like, well, somebody locked it. I mean, it's a lock.
Farazan looks at
Have at
Tarathiel.
it.
Yeah, Farazan looks at Tarathiel after Keegan says that, and he says, "So, could you ask them, did they lock the door, or were they locked in there?" He's asking to relay the message.
Yes, he'll just send a telepathic message saying, "We left the door unlocked. You can relock it if you like."
You hear a click. Door locks.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Mabel, go up there and lock that door.
No,
That's the
last
sound
time
of
I did that. You remember the last time it happened. No, I'm not doing that again. It's your turn. No.
The sound of 15 violet funguses being stacked against the door.
It's unmistakable.
Have I ever heard that once? I've
It's
heard
anything it could be,
1,000
really.
Yeah, that's an unmistakable sound of mushrooms being stacked against a double door.
Have you all seen the show Leverage?
I've seen parts of it.
There's a guy who always says, and I don't remember what the Elliot. His name's Elliot, and every time he hears a car or some sort of like a military plane passing, or hears the sound of a gun shooting or something like that, he's like, it's a Walther P-38. It's like, how did you? And it's got a silencer and the person's left-handed, and they say, "How did you know that?" It's like it's a very distinctive sound. Yeah, stacking
fair,
of violence.
Alma's passive perception, she can probably figure that out.
Yeah, right. That's why you did notice it.
Mhm.
Mhm.
Oh, it's 7 violet fungus high.
Duh. Idiots.
Can't you hear that?
Enough.
Noobs.
Enough shenanigans.
Listen, do you smell that?
There we go.
All right. So
Uh,
Raphael's on the ceiling.
Yeah, Trethel's going to wander across this chamber on the ceiling because I don't want to touch the floor. And then check out this door.
Just
The door on the far side, for the audio listeners, where the dwarves are fabled to be kept.
Yes. You're upside down. Give me an investigation.
and
21.
And a
21?
reminder for the audio listeners that this room looks like a lozenge.
Yes, back in the lozenge-shaped room.
I thought we
Really
redefined it to it looks like a ding dong or a
Bonbon?
Wait.
Bonbon.
Wait.
I knew it was one of those alliterative snacks.
Meanwhile, in the Hodon, what are you talking about?
Wait.
Matt needs food badly. So it looks clear.
The clear lozenge.
Get out.
Ricola.
I'm gonna wave to everybody again. Come on.
Crunch, 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 crunch.
Yes, I love stepping on these. It's like, you get the little poppy things that come in your packages, and you cannot resist
And
just smashing them.
satisfying. Yeah.
That's where we
Oh,
are.
that's
That's
for
where
the
we are right
snap
now.
pops, like for the 4th of July. Like you slam them, pop,
Yeah.
snap pops,
Oh, Snapdragons.
snapdragons.
Is there anything magical in here besides me?
No, nothing out of the ordinary. Nothing
Okie
new.
dokie.
Sparkle on, you magnificent bastard.
You're just amazing. It's only you.
He is definitely fabulous.
We get a glamour shot of Khaldun in the dark. Just
Yes.
Exactly. Yeah.
Sparkling and shining.
We could do an AI generated GIF, a sparkling GIF in a lozenge shaped room and see what it comes up with. It's I'm sorry before we get
muscle wizard get Yankee in lozenge shaped room and just see what you get.
coward.
Muscle lizard.
Yes, this is a
I'm
chat
scared.
quest.
Something get on that.
The frescoes. Is there anything else? Because Farazan's got a little bit of artistic talent,
Sure.
By talent, I mean he has some skill in the painter supplies. Is there anything else unusual about the frescoes?
No, it does look like it's showing migration from some aquatic or amphibious area to where they are now.
Okay.
Right.
And-
So it looks like it transitioned from them down to this temple.
And there
The
were
holes in the ground.
we have seen other frescoes. Could you remind me what the frescoes, the rest of them look like?
No,
Okay.
because it will take me a while to go back through.
Okay,
and
no, that's
find
fine. That's fine.
those.
That's fine.
That's the only reason I say no.
Okay.
But so there was an important one because it showed the figure of a dwarf with like a black head or a black sphere in its head. Do y'all remember that?
Mm-hmm.
Let me see if I can find it. Oh, I found it. All right. So this was the entry chamber. This is where all the eggshells were. The very first room you walked into,
Okay.
right? Red and green tinted frescoes cover the walls in this largely empty chamber. A set of carved stone doors stand up. Again, I'm describing the entry chamber, all right? Just in case anybody's getting confused why. Anyway, see. A set of large stone doors stands opposite the main entrance, flanked on the left by a fresco of a frog creature carrying a strange staff with two-tined forks in both hands. And one on the right
Oh, good
I'm sorry?
Nah, it's all right. Go.
Like two forks.
Yes.
On the right side, a squat male humanoid in plate mail with a black sphere where his head should be.
Mhm.
Frescoes to either side depict hundreds of red, spear-wielding Kuatoas marching through underdark caverns, curved shards of what look thin, fragile porcelain on the floor. But that was the fresco there.
And they look how old approximately? Is that something that I can determine?
Ancient, indeterminate.
So the squat plate mailed black sphered dwarf is an ancient figure in their
There's no
religion?
time frame written in the campaign. How about that?
Okay.
So I can't tell you because I don't know.
Yeah, but and this is that was in the cave that they were pictured.
That was in the intro. That was in the very first room you walked into in this temple.
Right. And the
Okay.
fresco pictures them still in the caverns. Did you say? I'm sorry.
Would you like me to read it again? I'm not sure what you're asking. I don't know what you're asking me. Left by a fresco of frog creatures carrying a strange staff with two-tined forks at both ends. On the right is a squat male humanoid in plate armor with a black sphere where his head should be. Frescoes to either side depict hundreds of red spear-wielding Kuatoas marching through underdark caverns.
Okay.
Is that what you're asking?
Yes.
I think that's
So
what you're asking.
they are now. I was just trying to establish the timeline. Was the sphere-headed person underdark or underwater? So yeah, underdark. So this is post migration. That's what.
So I will say that the fresco with the squat creature, the black sphere head, is definitely newer than the other one.
Okay.
Has to be. It's not on here, but it has to be. It's newer for sure.
Okay. So
I think Alma did a religion, and I think she identified one of them as a god. Maybe the black sphere dude.
No, that
No.
maybe misunderstood if I didn't think that was a god.
Okay.
I was just because we have seen something that looks like a dwarf in the paintings on the temple wall. That's I don't believe that. Yeah, I'm just concerned that this figure has done something to establish themselves.
Hang on, I'm sorry. The very last sentence, which Alma would have just picked on immediately because it's an easy search. The paint on the humanoid fresco is much fresher than the other frescoes. So yes, the one with the squat figure and the black head. The very last line. I do that all the time. I don't read all the way through, but bury the lead, man. Yes. So the fresco of the squat sphere-headed thing is newer, much fresher. Yep.
So Jamie has ideas, but I don't think Farazan has ideas because he's
never has an idea.
He has tactical ideas.
Idea free here.
Yeah, he has tactical ideas. But okay, all right. Moving on.
With his stomach.
I'm gonna open this door.
Yep.
So you're in the
Yes, let's do it.
lozenge-shaped room going into. Okay.
Yes.
That investigation showed nothing, but the door is locked.
Okay. I will unlock the door then. Please
All
hold.
right.
Hang on.
Ron reaches down and gets a fortune cookie.
Ooh, that's a 12.
That door remains locked.
Do you need me to help
Okay,
you pick
I'm
the
gonna
lock?
I'm gonna throw the psychic thing on it again.
Right.
That'll push it to a 16.
Still locked.
Ah, dang it. I guess that means I don't have to expend the thing then.
That's nifty.
Yeah,
But only you
maybe.
use it if it works. That's cool.
Yeah,
Maybe we should.
maybe
knock.
you do need to kick this door in.
So
you wanna
you
unlock it with your
guys,
boot?
it's been a couple of weeks, but you guys did find a key
Oh,
We
on
did?
that.
Where?
The high priest, the one that was in the water room.
whatever.
Please tell me Keegan has it.
Pulls out a massive,
just like-
like high school janitor ring full of keys. And,
Give me just a second.
No. He's the keymaster from the second
Yeah.
Matrix. You know, he's here you go. You know?
2 hours later, no. It makes sense you'd give it to Keegan. Yeah. Here,
This
sure.
is literally why we bought you.
He looks at it. He licks it. This should fit.
Well, I don't want to touch it now. You unlock it.
Yeah, the whole time Keegan's just shaking his head. So you give me all the keys. Why are you? What are you? What are you? Oh, go ahead.
I'm the key master.
Make yourself feel better.
Are you the gatekeeper? And he sticks key in. And locks.
Ew.
Got to get these two together.
Right,
It'd be an extraordinarily bad idea.
Yeah, Farazan moves up to the door to open it.
All right. This not lozenge-shaped chamber. Against the north wall sits a throne made of what looks like stitched together skin.
Oh no, not one of these again! Farazan runs away.
That's all the description. I'm like, oh, PTSD coming.
It's gonna eat me!
It's gonna eat me.
Four
yeah,
slender
yep.
pillars surround a faintly luminous circle about 5 feet across, carved into the stone of the floor. To either side of the throne hang banners depicting a dwarf in blue and white armor holding a war axe aloft. Both banners are apparently upside down. Hanging by their feet from the nooses attached to the 30-foot ceiling are dozens of rotting corpses, each with the top of its head removed. The corpses mutter and twitch in pale mockery of life. Shall I reread it?
The corpses
Brother, you didn't.
flutter and twitch.
Twitching and moaning. There are dozens of them hanging from the ceiling.
Farazan closes the door.
As well as sitting upon the throne. I love how they don't ever put it in the description.
Yeah.
A dwarf lazily sitting there like an old Conan the King kind of style on this throne. And he's got a ball of light in one hand, and his other hand resting on a battle axe. And a shield like resting on his thigh. And he looks like he's just does like a very strong aura of disenchantment, like like a not caring. He barely even looks up as you open the door. Black beard, full plate armor, resplendent full plate armor. But he just kind of lazily looks up, and then looks back to the sphere and just rolls it around in his hand.
Is he doing the
Just
Goblin King thing where he's juggling it?
He's got a fushigi.
Fushigi?
What's that?
Yeah, it's like that little orb that they sold on TV in the early 2000s. It looks like from Jared. Yeah, it looks like from the Goblin King. It's the same thing.
I've never heard that.
I know exactly what that is. The Fushigi Bowl. Yep.
Yeah,
Fushigi.
I was like, Fushigi! And they were like playing around with it. Anyway,
So they had
that's
to
what I'm
hire.
imagining.
They had to hire a bunch of. Apparently that's a juggling technique, doing that stuff, and they hired a bunch. That actually wasn't David Bowie doing that.
Yeah, the guy stuck his arms through underneath David Bowie's arms in the gloves and did it blindly.
That's why David Bowie
Wow.
had such a big codpiece, because he had to hide the actor that was doing the hand tricks.
Oh
There was a
no!
whole other man in there.
Oh,
Was that on IMDb or what?
Call that the Goblin Prince.
Was that the extra credit reel that you get at the end of a DVD? Like David Bowie talking about hiding a dude in his codpiece?
And to all our listeners who are David Bowie fans, we are sorry.
I'm pretty sure David would approve.
Yeah,
He
I
would
was
like
gonna say. I mean,
I'm not sorry. They appreciate it.
Ziggy Stardust does not.
Yeah.
Oh wow!
Oh my goodness.
Oh wow! So I googled Fushigi and I spelled it right. And like the second thing is the Fushigi or that Fushigi gravity magic ball was a scam.
Yeah.
Gasp.
It was.
Gasp! Right?
Shocking everyone.
It turns out you need actual people to use this thing.
I mean, it's just a ball, right?
Yeah.
Okay,
It's a shiny ball.
tiny ball.
Just a ball. It's a like, you know, properly
What's a
branded
ball?
Fushigi ball.
Duh.
Feng Shui ball.
Feng Shui.
So,
Okay.
Matt, now that we can see the map, could you read the description of this room again?
This non-lozenge-shaped room has against the north wall a throne made of what looks like stitched together skin. 4 slender pillars surround a faintly luminescent circle about 5 feet across, carved into the stone of the floor. To either side of the throne hang banners depicting a dwarf in blue and white armor. This guy's resplendent armor is blue and white.
Thank you for that.
Holding a war axe aloft. Both banners are apparently upside down. Hanging by their feet from nooses attached to the 30-foot ceiling are dozens of rotting corpses, each with the top of its head removed. The corpses mutter and twitch in pale mockery of life.
I don't think there's nothing good about this room.
No, no, it's
No.
all
Including
bad.
including the smell. It does smell funky.
All bad. Everything. I mean, even the conjunctions in the sentences of the description are bad.
Yeah.
And these aren't like freshly dead bodies. Some of these are very decomposed. Like skin is sloughed off in piles on the floor. There's maggots. I mean, like
Ew.
some of the bodies are very, very old.
Are any of them Kuatoa,
More.
the bodies?
There are Kuatoa. There are Drow. There are Dirgar. There are
It's equal
human.
opportunity slaughter.
Yeah, I mean, it's just dozens of all different kinds of, primarily subterranean bodies, underdark bodies.
And the skin on the throne, do they seem to match the variety of the victims?
It does.
Oh, good. It's a scalp throne. It's not a face throne. It's a scalp throne.
Hey, scalps need food too.
I don't know if that's better or worse. I don't think it can bite us.
Did we have to bring this guy back alive? Anybody remember?
Yeah. Yes, it was absolute that he had to be alive. It wasn't a dead or alive. It was he must be alive.
Trying to think of an off the top of my head pun, but no, too
That
close.
Oh,
was pretty good. How it works.
right.
So
Does someone
guess
want to
we
talk to
go in
this
there
guy?
and-
I'm hiding.
Yeah, I mean, Farazan opened the door, right? So, I mean, he's going to step in, and when he sees this, did we get a description of Zenith Splinter Sheep? Sorry, I choked on my own breath. Did we get a description of Zenith Splinter Shield from his father?
It'd be weird if you choked on my breath. Just saying.
Yeah, you did, and he does have a certain resemblance to the father.
Okay. All right, Farazan is going to find the right window and step into the room, and it's illuminated. You said it's the faintly illuminated circle is enough to see him, correct?
Yeah, this whole room is dimly lit.
So Farazan will step into the room, and in the mental link, you hear ancient giant curses, and when he retrieves his staff from his efficient quiver, and when he does, he plants it onto the ground next to him with a thud, and he says, "Zenith, what have you done here?"
And he slowly looks up. And he's kind of doing that juggle thing with the ball.
Mhm.
You had several options. Which one did you choose? He shifts in his chair.
Is he expecting an answer?
He's just talking.
And in the mental link, Farazan says, "We seem to have found our dwarf, but I don't think this is going to end well."
It won't.
Oh crap! That's not good. Did he say that in our mental link?
No, he said it out loud.
I'm going to step into the room with my detect magic going on.
Okay.
And see what I can see.
All right. And as you step in, he just mumbles, "We have the sun. We have the traitor. Where are the other two?" And he, the ball he's holding is magical.
Mhm.
You get a pulse, and then that little area right dead center is also an area of magic. You can see it on the map, right? That little, very faint circle.
He just said the sun and the
He said
traitor.
You.
Sun and the
That's
traitor.
me.
Yeah, sun and the traitor. Okay. Yep.
Oh, I really don't want to go in there now.
I hate
I'm thinking of Dax the Destroyer. Ooh, do me.
Oh yeah.
You must be so embarrassed.
You must be so embarrassed. So funny. He is so good. I was glad I read that little thing about somebody comparing him to the Rock. That was a very good observation.
Okay, so globy thing is magic. Can I get a sense of the kind of magic in both the sphere and the...
That takes rounds. You do have to concentrate for X amount of rounds to get those information. So you can, but
I
it'll
start concentrating then.
Okay.
I mean, I got nothing better to do.
Well, I mean, I'm just saying this will consume rounds of action, so just FYI.
Okay.
Fezan, ask him what the options were.
Yeah. He says, "What options are you referring to?" And Farazan is going to kind of mirror the movements that Khaldun had. So he's going to kind of, along the vertical.
Checkmate.
Yeah.
Urinals. The urinal checkmate.
Yeah.
Hi, I voted.
Can we castle? Is that a thing?
Yeah.
It says, "What options are you giving us?"
He doesn't answer.
Did that beep?
I'd like to sneak into the room.
Okay. So,
Zenith's taco is ready.
Oh, right. Okay.
The room goes up to 30 feet high, and there's quite a bit. There's a lot of ropes and dead bodies, so yeah, you can hide. Okay.
Yeah.
So give me that stealth.
I'm hiding amidst the grossness, which is probably less gross closer to the ceiling. But there's fewer gross body bits.
Yeah.
Does methane rise?
Oh God, it smells like farts up here. That's a 20 with advantage. I rolled a 10 and a 10.
Your rolls are consistent tonight.
Yeah.
The father
No,
arrives.
Garrett, the dead bodies are not on the ceiling. Father arrives. Uh-oh.
Where is the sister?
Check in the tapestries.
Tapestries?
I'm not actually sure that Alma knows what's actually going on.
There's
She's
also
been
Who's going in
standing
the room?
outside of this door.
You do
Yeah.
hear him talking, like it's under his breath, but it's echoing off the stone walls and it's deep and great. You're not quite sure what he's saying. You hear Farazan's talking to him out loud. They're conversing. But
Okay.
yeah, I mean, you know they're talking, but you're not really sure what.
Okay. Well, I'm cool with
Can I get
just
an
like,
evil
I'm
lip
not
of it?
really going to show myself, but just kind of getting closer so I can eavesdrop better.
Okay.
He can
Well, we
wonder
got-
where I am.
What do we have Keegan and Caleb doing?
Wringing their hands nervously because this is messed up.
Pooping.
Yeah,
You know I'm short, right?
covering our exit.
Caleb. Do what?
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, I think Keegan's
Covering your
gonna.
exit.
Yeah, he's gonna hang out there. He's like, "Hey, that room's like ugly, like
I hate it.
bad." Yes, he hates it.
Keegan
In
is
a very
pretty sure
Keegan
he's
way.
not the sister.
Yeah. Caleb could be.
Caleb maybe, but Keegan's pretty sure.
Any reactions from this guy?
Nope.
Well,
It
I'm gonna
looks like he's
move
waiting.
up and take a closer look at this circle.
Okay.
Can I Arcana it to figure out what the heck this thing is?
Yes.
Whoop.
Yes, you can.
Roll that beautiful Arcana. 20.
20. You are certain that this will send you somewhere else.
Oh,
Ooh.
don't step in the circle.
Don't cross the streams. A little foggy on the whole good, bad. If you could be a little more clear.
I'm gonna say that out loud because I know that Alma's not in the loop, as it
Yeah.
were.
Thank you.
And our and Mabel back in the shroom room is in the loop. So
What circle?
what am I talking about?
Mushrooms are around.
I can't
yeah,
believe
So I say,
But this dwarf is in this room with all these scalped corpses, and you don't even know his friggin' name.
yeah, this is one of those standout features of the temple, I would think. Yeah, I just say out loud like this goes someplace, so I wouldn't touch it if I were you.
Farazan's gonna reach into a pocket with grab a copper piece.
Mhm.
Ping over to the middle of the room.
Okay.
Nothing.
You mean into the circle?
Yeah, into the circle.
It disappears.
Is
See,
this?
I tell you, if I tell you it's wet paint, you gotta touch it.
And
Some people.
he shifts again. You'll be buried alive, but you won't be alone.
So, Zenith, I get the feeling that you don't need to be rescued.
Just looks at you.
This guy's not a great conversationalist. He's kind of stonewalling us.
I'm Luke Caldoon. I'm here to rescue you.
you're kind of redheaded for a stormtrooper.
I'm here with Alma Kenobi.
I'll take a step forward, and I'm trying to get a better look at that sphere.
Okay. It's a glass globe that's got a slight glow from the center. In the center.
And has he reacted and moved at all as we moved up to him?
He shifts in the seat every once in a while, but he looks at you, but he just looks bored, like a weird bored, like a disassociative boredness, like not really understanding the situation. He's just mumbling and muttering and smoking. I will set your city aflame.
Do you have any? Are you doing things to attack Cauldron, your city, where your father still lives?
And he just sits back. We can't start to the sisters here.
I want to step into the room and cast Dispel Magic on him.
Okay. Where do you step?
Right there.
Roll initiative. Next week.
What?
Sorry, guys.
That's right.
It's been
was
a little over
inevitable.
2 hours, I believe. Did we start late? Oh, it's just shy of 2 hours. But better to start this next week than to start right now.
If I were a good graphic design streamer person, I would have one of the as you go into the combat thing here.
Do I still get to cast Dispel Magic?
It'll be part of your initiative.
Okay.
All right.
Rats.
You found the Zenith. Do you know what the name of this adventure is? Zenith Trajectory. Come on.
I'm still
Okay.
going to refer to it as daddy issues.
Oh gosh. Okay. So I have two guesses, and I should I keep them to myself and let you know if I was right or wrong, or do you want to hear them now?
I don't even know remotely what you're referring to.
About what's going on here.
Oh, well.
Well, I think he's possessed.
Think he's possessed?
Yeah.
Yeah, I did too.
Yeah, well, with the paint on the dwarven figure, or the fresco with the dwarven figure being new, I think he's maybe thought he has set himself up as some sort of leader or deific figure or something like that, and obviously he's on a throne, so I don't know. Maybe I don't know why he has gotten bored after all this time, but
I think bored may have been a wrong descriptive. He's just like complete lack of focus. Like it's it's not really like he's not really responding to what's actually happening.
Okay.
Is that kind of like
Hopped up on shrooms?
A little high.
Dude.
We're in the spirit world, asshole. They can't see us.
He's seeing a world we can't imagine.
That's right.
She's my butterfly.
That's right.
In,
I'm a flower.
in Lord of the Rings, when Wormtongue was enchanting the king, I was kind of like in this possessed haze.
Whispering in his ear kind of thing.
Yeah.
okay. Well, Farazan's gonna hit him
I
in
want to
the
know if the
forehead
sphere
with a
he's
staff.
holding in his hand is that the sphere head on the figure, maybe? Is the sphere in his hands?
I don't know.
Well, the sphere
Because
in the
the
picture
painting of
was
the
black,
dwarf had
right?
a sphere head.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
replaced his head. The sphere was where his head
Yeah.
should be.
Oh,
Is that a-
yeah. There we go.
Yeah.
This means
It's
something.
all clear. Yes. This means
Right?
All
It's
mashed
all coming
potatoes now.
together now.
It's
uh-huh.
the orb of
Everything's
dwarven
coming
gun.
up Khaldun.
So you talk to him and you ask him a question and he doesn't respond, but he just keeps muttering these things, almost under his breath, but definitely at you.
Okay.
Uh,
Like he's relaying information to us.
Yeah.
The way Tarathiel speaks on our behalf when we're talking through him via the telepathic link.
He called you an asshole.
The big guy says you're an asshole.
Do you have any idea what that guy said about you?
Yeah, he's like, what did he say? He said hi. Really? Yeah, he said hi.
He looked really mad. Nope, just hi.
Where we hide the cockroaches? I'm going to go watch that again.
I don't know that. What's that one?
That's in Goonies with
Goonies?
talking to the maid. Like,
right.
hide you in the closet for 2 weeks with only bread and water with all the cockroaches, and just goes on and on. It's a beautiful scene. It's so funny.
It's excellent.
Because the mom's like, "Thank you. This is so nice of you. Anytime." You know.
Yeah, and her eyes are like this wide.
Yeah, and she's just terrified.
Like...
Dios mío. Oh my God.
All
Need
right.
to watch that again.
Yeah, I haven't seen it in a long time. See you next week?
That's the question. Heath, are you available next week?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. You just mentioned you had some travel plans coming up in January. And I didn't know if that would...
Yeah, no, I'm good. Yeah, January's good.
Okay. Everybody cool. Then we will be back next Monday night, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Daylight Savings Time. I haven't said that in a while. I'm going to miss it.
Same frog time, same frog channel.
And I will most assuredly have all the rest of our podcast up so our friend can stay and join us next week.
Right.
So having
Subscribe your friends to the YouTube.
Yes. All right. So I guess it's time to start doing it. If you don't mind, I'm going to start doing it at the beginning of every episode, but hit the like, hit the subscribe. I've read about it, and it really, really helps Seth. Thanks.
Thanks, everybody.
All right.
Have a good one.
Night, y'all.
Good night.
Thanks.
At all.